tuned in to Grown Folks Production.
In the mix.
With the commish, Nate.
And welcome in, everybody, to Press Pass Live, your weekly podcast show. It feels like daily right now, though, man. We're popping it off because we're in the middle of OMFL Media Days. And today, we got one of the top dogs. Not only a top dog as a Madden player, but one of the best guys that you'll ever meet here in the OMFL. My buddy, Mr. DenBrew, who is now taking over the Cleveland Browns, as him and Little Koch go back and forth every single season. Since they're both Bengals fans, they trade off. Mr. DenBrew, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. It's a wonderful day in Ohio, and thanks for having me.
Recovering from some COVIDs, but we are here. We are healthy. We are feeling better. We got the mugshot on here with your wife, man. We are ready to go, looking sharp, looking good. Let's talk about Madden 24. Madden 24 was a weird one for you, man. You were extremely dominant in Madden 23, and then sort of had spurts here and there, pretty dominant during the regular season, but the playoffs just were not kind to you. What'd you learn about yourself, your team, and Madden 24 that's going to help you as you move over to Cleveland Browns for Madden 25?
For me, it is the old remedy, you get what you put in, right? And I didn't put in nearly the prep time as I did in the past when I was having some of my better seasons. I would actually try and scout my opponent, maybe an hour or so before I would leave work, try and get on, at least look and see what guys were doing early in the game and what guys were doing on third down. And I just haven't done that. And it showed up big time because that gave me an edge. I'm not as good as these other guys are at on the sticks, and I had to have an edge somewhere else, and that edge was me looking at film and remembering, okay, tendencies, and when he does this, comes out in this formation, this part of the field, he's going to maybe possibly do this. And I was just better prepared in the past, and that Bengals team that I got, that Little Koch is so cool about letting me have. Anybody could have done what I did in the regular season with it, and but when it came playoff time and you face better competition, if you're not ready, a guy like me, it's gonna show. And not being prepared as well as I had in the past when things were a little bit better for me, it really showed up in Madden 24. And hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit more prep work and be a little bit better prepared, and we'll have a better showing with the now that I'm back with the Browns.
Speaking of those Browns, you're moving over to a team that is not your favorite team, but one that you've rebuilt before. What's going to be the focus area as you move over there when you start to think through your imports?
Yeah, so import-wise, I got a good corner, which I like bringing over a corner. He didn't really play up to his attributes in Madden 24, but he's really highly rated. I think he's a 98 overall. He was the guy that came right out of the draft as 99 in awareness, 99 in play recognition. So I'm bringing him over. And then I've got a middle linebacker who's an X factor. He's like an 89 overall, but I plan on bringing him over. And then I took in the first round. I didn't do very well in the draft, but in the first round of our import draft, I grabbed a quarterback. He's not great ratings-wise, but I'm bringing him over. And I've got to do something about Deshaun Watson. I think his contract is crazy, and then he's just not very good. So I got to figure out quarterback, whether it's going to be this rookie I'm bringing over, or a trade, or something. I got to figure that part of the puzzle out. But I've got two good imports to bring over, and then we got to figure out quarterback.
I mean, you have Jameis Winston. Is that not the answer?
Is that who they have? Is that one of their backups? I'm going to say no. Yeah, I didn't know he was up there, but yeah, that's probably not the answer. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't the answer for your Saints, right?
He was not. The quarterback ratings did drop today, though. So I think not only the quarterback ratings, but all the full ratings dropped. So you might be able to go get a little sneak peek about what they do or don't have over there. You do have a little guy that oh man, I cannot remember his name, but a little quarterback. He's kind of small fella from UCLA that's there. He might be buildable for you. I know Lil Koch did well with him the first couple of seasons.
Dorian, is that his name? Dorian?
Dorian the
I feel
third
like
or
he's got
something.
like a
Yeah,
hyphenated name, maybe?
Dorian Thompson, something like that. It's something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, you might have something there that you can play with.
Okay. Okay.
You and I, we played in the last bowl game of 22. Was it that long ago? Was it 22?
May
Our
have been,
our
yeah.
Super Bowl. My goodness, time is just flying by. You were
Yeah.
crazy dominant that cycle. Took that into 23, and then, like you said, just didn't have the prep time, but did build some really solid teams. You had a great pass game that really stretched people vertically. What do you think you have to do better in Madden 25 to really get back to those dominant ways?
I got in a real bad habit of just throwing the ball to everybody else but my guys. I was terrible about leading. I was always up there with a bunch of interceptions, and I've got Joe Burrow and here I am just throwing the ball all over the place to everybody else. So I got in a real bad habit of turning it over, and I got to quit doing that. That's if I could do one thing, that would make life so much easier for me, as if I would just not make the silly mistakes when I'm sitting back there throwing the ball. So maybe I can lean on Nick Chubb a little bit more, and with having a inexperienced quarterback, that'll make me not want to push the ball down the field so much, and just quit leaning on the passing game as much as I did, and it really hurt me.
Let's talk about rivals, man. You were one of the top dogs. People, when they played you, you were always their Super Bowl. We even seen one of your close best friends, arguably here in the league, Little Koch, get you a couple times in the playoffs, especially that last season. Who's the one guy that you cannot wait to play in Madden 25?
There's a handful, honestly, and it's all the good guys, because I don't perform very well. I don't think, when I play like Kobe, and when I play Meek, and when I play D Wayne and D Money, the guy Cincy, the guys in my division. I do fine against LC in the regular season, but like you said, playoff time was a different story. But yeah, those guys. All the big dogs, I'm probably leaving somebody out. Big Hurt always seems to give me a good game, so I'm excited to play these guys. Bill always seems to give me a good game. Panther Nation, whatever he's going by
Byron,
these days,
yeah.
he gives me a good game. So there's a bunch of guys that, and in all honesty, it doesn't matter who's on my schedule. Anybody can beat anybody. That's the truth. I mean, I've lost to probably everybody in here at least a handful of times. So we got a bunch of good owners, good team builders, good players, good play callers, and I'm excited to play all the good guys, which is pretty much the other 31 teams in the league. That's a cop-out answer, but I don't need to give anybody else any more bulletin board material. They already hate the schedule guy to begin with. So,
Bonus question, Little Koch, did he up the competition game this past Madden cycle? Like, do you feel like you owe him one?
oh yeah, I owe him one big time. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like I owe Cincy. Every time we play, he either beats me or I'm just barely squeaking it out against him. Nips, we got to get him more human games, but yeah, I owe LC a lot. I mean, beating me in the playoffs, but I was happy to see him go on a run. And even though the OMFL Bowl didn't work out for him, I was pumped for the guy. But it does kind of stink to, because him and I will chat on the phone, or we'll play some MLB against each other. I dominate him in every other game. He won't play me in FIFA anymore. He can tell you guys all the lies he wants. He refuses to play me in that. I barely can get him to play me in MLB. He'll play on my team, but he doesn't want to play against me. But I owe him one when it comes to Madden.
Gotta love the friendly banter here in the OMFL. All right, last one, Madden 25. Did you get to play the beta at all?
I did not. I didn't get a code, and I don't know why. I've gotten a code every other time, but I did not, so I haven't played the beta at all.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. I think that was on purpose this year with college football. Well, hopefully you've seen or heard some things. I don't know. Every time I ask this question, I find out more and more people have not watched the live streams that we've been doing about Madden 25. But from what you've maybe heard or seen or even rumored to have heard, What do you think you're most excited to touch when you get Madden 25?
It seems like the excuse me, the mechanics or the that field sense that they came out with a couple cycles ago. I believe they've added a little bit more to that. And some of the videos that I've watched, it just seems like the players are moving a little bit more fluid. After the catch is a little bit more fluid. The way tackling is happening seems to be a little bit cooler. I know the hit stick is supposed to be more of a higher risk type of deal, but I'm curious to see how this field sense has evolved and see what goes on there. But I try to catch your guys' streams, but a lot of time when you guys are doing them, I'm staring at a monitor, and so I'm like half listening, and then Maniac goes on a 9 or 11-minute tangent about the triangle button or something, and I miss out on a lot of what is said. But yeah, I'm excited about just some of the improvements. It sounds like they've tried to do a little bit more with that field sense stuff.
Well, they just did a do stream, and to their credit, they kept it under 2 hours. So I was really proud of them for that. Even though he has traded me in.
Guests come on or something.
Yeah. He has traded me in though. Neither of the Press Pass Live guys have showed up for any of these interviews except for their own, and so I feel completely traded in until Madden 25 drops. So we'll have to see how that goes. DenBrew, you are absolutely the best, man. I am a better human. We are a better place because you are here. I have nothing but deep love for my buddy DenBrew. I appreciate you. And if for whatever weird reason I find myself in Ohio or you find yourself down here, meals are on me. So thank you for making time for me, my bud. Wishing you nothing but the best for Madden 25.
I appreciate it. Hopefully you and I will get to maybe play each other. We don't typically wind up on each other's schedules for whatever
we
reason.
did last Madden. Didn't work out so well for me.
Yeah, I am coming to New Orleans. That's my wife. Every time we start talking vacation, that's one of the places that she wants to go. So we are coming down. It's just a matter of when, but it's going to happen. I'm sure it'll happen in the next 2 to 3 years. But
you got to do it. It is a fantastic place.
Yeah, we will definitely hit you up because we want some recommendations, restaurants, places to go, where to stay, all that stuff. But yeah, the OMFL, just real quick, love this place. I've been here. I haven't even thought about ever leaving since I got here. It is exactly what I was looking for. It only gets better. The competition to me has only gotten better. We've got so many good guys on both sides, especially in that AFC. It is just absolutely loaded over there, as you guys all know. But super happy and very happy that you're still running the league, and look forward to many more.
Absolutely. DenBrew, you're the best, man, and nothing but love for you. Good luck in Madden 25, my friend.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
There you have it, Mr. DenBrew of the Cleveland Browns. I love that guy. He's the guy, though, every time he says, we're giving NFC way too much credit. So every time you see me chuckle or laugh whenever I'm talking about the NFC, AFC, it's DenBrew's the first person that pops in my head. We are a better place because of that kind of human, and I'm really lucky, man. We just have a lot of those types of humans. And I remember, I don't even know if he's still in here, but I remember one specific conversation. It was early on when he was here. I probably did something stupid, as I always seem to do. You do enough stuff, you're going to do some stupid stuff. And I got a message from him, and it was sort of a good stern warning of like how things could be a little bit better. And ever since then, we've been good friends, and he's an amazing leader here in this community. And he's why the OMFL is a special place. I see Mr. Maniac in chat, Little Koch, like all the board, all the guys. Yeah, it's just, I'm going to leave somebody out and upset somebody, but all of these humans are the reason why the OMFL is so special and why Grown Folks has been created into a really special place. And I have nothing but high hopes for the future. This is my circle. Outside of work and church that I pastor, this is my social circle. I don't go play putt-putt with the boys. I don't go play sports. I don't hang out. I don't barbecue. Like, this is my social circle. And even as that falls out of my face, I feel really lame and nerdy. But these are my people, man. And I love these people. And I appreciate everybody making time. All right, we did another one. Another Press Pass Live OMFL Media Days is in the books with Mr. DenBrew. I think we got a couple of more. So I think Monday we've got one show, Tuesday 2 shows, Wednesday 1 show, Thursday 2 shows, and Friday 1 show. So another 5-ish shows on the books. And I think we still have one more person. We're trying to get Kobe to find a time. So we might add in a 6th show there for Mr. Kobe. It should be a ton of fun. Guys, thank you. I got a wife, a grandbaby, and a mama. Mama's down visiting. I never get to see mom, but she's down visiting with the grandbaby. So I'm going to go hang out with her, go out to eat. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more. I promise, I don't know if I can do it tonight, but here soon. Might have to wait till mom leaves on Sunday, but I'm way behind on the deep dive for the franchise CFM of Madden. I need to do a stream. I've been unplugged the last couple of days starting a new job, and it's just been busy, but I promise this weekend, either tonight, Saturday night, or maybe Sunday night, we will do a CFM deep dive, go through their blog, because the video is terrible. It doesn't really show a lot. We'll go through their blog and get ready for the game that drops in like 2 weeks, which is crazy to think about. All right, guys, I love you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. Know that you matter to me. You're loved. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Smash that like and subscribe.